Welcome back to my channel and on my podcast and life goes on my Tanvi. I am Tanvi, this is my studio and this is my channel and on my podcast. I screwed the intro again. Why do I keep doing this? Anyway. So today's episode is actually very different. This topic is very different from what I usually talk about. But it's something that I'm completely passionate about. At the same time, if you hear somebody snoring in the background, please, I apologize. It is Leila. Leila is a very assertive woman, okay? So I cannot really make her do anything without her own will. So even in the recent music video that I posted, I Don't Give a Fuck, by Dua Lipa, it's a cover of Dua Lipa, and I had to put Leila in it because otherwise she just doesn't go out of the videos, out of the frame. Anytime we're shooting, she just has to be there exactly in front of the camera and shoot the video. So coming to today's video. Today's video is actually super special and I think Leila is also a super inspirational lady, female figure in my life who's very assertive, very sure of what she wants, and she goes after what she wants. What she wants is usually squirrels, like chasing squirrels, and just she's very stubborn. So today's video is actually very special because of a number of reasons. Firstly, this is a very different topic from what I usually focus on my channel. Number two, we have a very special guest in this video who is featuring in this video for the first time. I had to insist that, and she really inspires me, like the way she is, she lives her life on her own terms is very, very inspirational to me. So she is sort of like a source of light to me. Number three, because this question was asked by somebody on Instagram. So very, very thank you, Sanyukta. So Sanyukta asks, like, what is the solution for a patriarchal society? Is gender equality really the solution? Or is matriarchy the solution for patriarchy? Now let's break down this question and understand all these terms. So firstly, let's understand the intent of this question. So this person is looking for a solution to a patriarchal society. So we'll focus on the solutions towards the end. Okay, so before the solution, let's understand what a patriarchal society looks like. Now, when I say patriarchy, what exactly does it mean? A person who's patriarchal, and I say a person because it doesn't mean that only a man has to be a patriarch or has patriarchal views. Even a woman can have patriarchal views. So it's really gender neutral. It's not dependent on any gender. In my personal experience, I have had many women who have had extremely patriarchal views, and I've seen many men who have had many patriarchal views as well. At the same time, I know many women who are extremely supportive, who are just like such these strong, inspirational women, and one of those will be featuring in my video today. And I also know many men who are actually very supportive of all genders, who are just so open-minded and just so damn inspirational. So I think patriarchy firstly is gender neutral. It doesn't mean that only a man is supposed to be patriarchal. At the same time, when we talk about patriarchy, what does it really mean? It speaks about certain gender roles. For example, a man is supposed to go out and earn. So a man or a son, when born into the family, only they are supposed to go out and earn, and they are supposed to provide for the family. So this also creates pressure on men. For example, if a man is unable to find a job, they often feel worthless because they feel this innate need to be the provider of their families. And even by the women or their other halves, their girlfriends, or the women in their family, they also put the man under a lot of pressure that only this person has to provide for us. Now, when patriarchal society targets a woman, it's often what we usually speak about, groping a woman in the public. when unable to go out safely, or wear clothes of your choice, and which I think works in cases of men as well. Like, men cannot wear pink, women can wear pink. Women cannot wear short clothes, and if they get eve teased or raped, if they're wearing short clothes, it's the fault of their clothes or their character. At the same time, when it comes to patriarchal society targeting women, for example, if there's a rape, if there's any sort of violence against women, sexual violence, physical violence, we often begin to blame the victim. We often begin to say that, okay, this woman must have done something wrong. There's something wrong with this woman's character. That is why so many people, groped her in public and whatever. So we can go to any extent to justify the injustices that are happening. So this actually binds us in specific roles, men and women both. Patriarchy impacts all genders equally, and again, it is gender neutral. But at the same time, yes, patriarchy sort of begins to bind women. So the role on women when it comes to patriarchal views begins to take away their freedom. Focus is on taking away freedom of women and giving more freedom to men in general. Of course, they have the pressure of being the bread earner, but when it comes to taking away freedom of women, it becomes like more pressured. Okay, that women are not supposed to wear specific clothes, women are not supposed to go out at specific hours, women are not supposed to go out and do the job after they get married, women are supposed to pay their husbands to get married to them, dowry. Women are supposed to feed their children, and if the child is not behaving correctly, it's the mother's fault. The mother is at fault. The mother must have not taught the child something correctly. So it's never the couple's problem. And if a woman is pregnant, only a woman is pregnant. Now we do say that a couple is pregnant, but still there are many people who still believe that only it's a woman's entire responsibility to take care of the child, to bathe the child, to cook at home, and to actually be at service. It's like this slavery kind of a nature that we impose on women, which seems very unfair. At the same time, patriarchal society also focuses on the fact that till the time a woman is not married, she's not complete. Till the time a woman does not become a mother, she's not complete. So it's just downright, very aggressive. And we cannot speak openly about, women cannot express their sexual needs, women cannot express the fact that they have periods. And we cannot say the word periods out loud, Patriarchy also begins when, for example, you go to a local chemist shop to get a sanitary napkin. The chemist gives you that pad in such a way that as if, they're supplying some sort of, some illegal activity to you. And it's like all wrapped up in this black paper. At the same time, patriarchal views also focus on the fact that women cannot go out and buy a condom, but men can go out and buy condoms. So again, all these are patriarchal views, okay, where we begin to define gender roles, that women are supposed to be, a good woman is supposed to be like that, a good man is supposed to do that. And this breaks. Whenever we begin to form divisions in the society, that will never form unity. And as long as we don't have unity and understanding and empathy, we can never live happily. Now let's understand whether matriarchy is the solution and what exactly matriarchy is. Now we understand. The structure of a patriarchal society is to take away freedom from women or make women sort of slaves. Okay. Now a matriarchal society would make men slaves and would force women to be the bread earners only. Now this is what a quote unquote matriarchal, because it's like a completely flipped thing. So is that really the solution, or is that really another problem that we'll go towards if we focus on getting a matriarchal society? But at the same time, so of course no, right? Because then that would be another problem, that now we don't have women as slaves, now we have men as slaves. Now the violence is against men. So now what is the solution? Now for the solution, let's understand what gender equality means. I think we misunderstand and misinterpret gender equality mainly. like majorly, not mainly, majorly. By gender equality, we often think that man and woman are supposed to behave equally. Like the way a man is, that should exactly be how a woman behaves. And I think in most of this video, I will be focusing on heterosexual relationships. But of course, like I'll try to keep it gender neutral and inculcate all genders. But for now, I'm only focusing on heterosexual relationships. So when we say, speak of gender equality, the misunderstanding with the term gender equality is that we expect a woman to be like a man and a man to be like a woman. For example, we think that, okay, a woman should also be able to lift weights like a man, and that's when gender equality is there. I mean, good if you can do that, but that is not a necessity. We are biologically different people. A woman is biologically different from a man, and a man is biologically different from a woman. Now, that doesn't mean that a woman cannot be physically as strong as a man, or man cannot be physically more feminine in their attire, in their nature, whatever it is. And that's a personal choice. The point is that when we begin to take away freedom of choice, we begin to sort of impose roles. And gender equality means that everybody has a freedom of expression, and expression means the freedom to be who they truly are. They can wear whatever they want to wear, they can be whoever they want to be, they can speak in whatever way they want to speak, okay? And that does not make them less than anybody else. We are all different. So I think equality would be established only when we begin to stop comparing ourselves with each other, okay, in general. At the same time, now coming to the practical solutions, there are certain things I think which we begin to sort of say that this is injustice and this is inequality, or this is giving women more leverage over men. For example, when we say that every woman has a menstrual cycle, okay, so a woman will have periods, will have blood coming out between her from in between her legs every single month. So in the same work environment, expecting that a woman should not get a few extra leaves during those hours, or a little bit of more extra nourishment and care because she's bleeding every single month, and that is inequality, is just downright stupid, okay? So this is just biologically different. When we say that women need extra time and extra nourishment and more nourishment than men, that's biological, and that is equality. That is not promotion of inequality. We need to understand that men do not bleed between their legs every single month, and women do, and it's like a basic need. Every month it is going to happen. Of course, if a man is not well, they would take leave, but a woman has to go through this compulsively every single month. Their period and their sexual health is super important. And this menstrual cycle will be there. Hence, having a couple of days off during when she's menstruating is important for her physical, mental and emotional well-being, and for others to be kinder to her, to understand that she might not be as productive, or she can be. I mean, I'm not generalizing that as well, but just this empathizing, this understanding that yes, she might need a little more extra care because she might be physically hurting as well. She's probably having pains. So it's okay. I can be a little nourishing to this woman during these few days. Instead of saying, oh, you're moody because you're on your period, we can just be a little more empathizing and understanding of the fact that when a woman is on her period, she needs more care instead of more hate. It's not a bad thing. It's something that we definitely need. Now, coming again to the practical solutions. Yes, in an ideal world, we would be more empathizing of each other, and we don't need to speak so loudly about the fact that, oh, a woman has periods. But we don't live in an ideal world, and we don't live in an equal world. And here I'm only focusing on the issues that women face. And let's understand that yes, women do face more issues. You think of any famous woman, you think of any woman in your own life, she must have faced some sort of, some sort of Eve teasing. So that's also like a sexual abuse. She must have been carrying this innate sense of shame, because sharm aurat ka gehna hai is what we say in Hindi. Like, right? Because we are supposed to carry that shame, and we think that carrying shame is a good thing. So in order to bring a balance, because there's an inequality, we cannot say that, okay, we should not give some extra leverages to women. Till the time we don't have a balance in the society, I think we need to create an imbalance. What I mean by that is that, yes, in an ideal world, we don't need to scream about the fact that I am on my period, I am on my period. But we don't live in an ideal world right now. So in order to bring that balance back, imbalance is needed. So coming back to my follower's question, what is needed for gender equality or to break the patriarchal views? I think imbalance in a way is needed. What I mean by that is that when you're on your period, say out loud, I am on my period. I am on my period. Ask for an extra time. I am on my period. And know your rights. Know that, yes, at your workplace, you can contact your HR. I would suggest that you might need an extra time, because you are on your period and you have complete right to say that I am on my period, so hence I need to go back home, I'm in pain. And say it out loud. Stop hiding yourselves. Oh my God, I'm on my period. Oh, I can't talk to anybody. No, say it out loud. I don't know, post on social media. I am on my period. Because till the time, not every man gets used to, or every woman gets used to speaking openly about the fact that we all have periods. Instead of hiding periods, instead of saying that periods is a bad thing and women are supposed to do specific things when they're on their periods, till the time not every single gender begins to be very okay with the idea of women being on their period, I think we need to start screaming about the fact that we are on our period. And I think that is why social media is such a beautiful tool, because that gives a platform to bring a little bit of imbalance to create the balance back. Now, speaking about period health, I have a very, very beautiful guest with me tonight. Today, it's not night yet. Okay, so I have a very beautiful guest, Bina didi. So Bina didi is somebody who takes care of our house. She has a beautiful son, Bhavik. So if you follow me on Instagram, you might know who Bhavik is. So we make a lot of videos together. So Bina didi lives here in Delhi with her husband, and her husband is a wonderful chef and a brilliant chef. I love it when her husband sometimes he sends food for us, just like that. So Bina didi stays with us till the evening. She works at our home. She takes care of our home. But Bina didi is my source of inspiration. She really inspires me. The way she lives her life, the way she puts her terms and conditions, and the way she breaks the barriers. So that's why I have Bina didi here with me, and yeah, so let's learn from her. So Bina didi, मेरे पास एक ही माइक है, तो हम ऐसे करके बात करेंगे, ठीक है? तो अगर आपको हंसना है मुझे बताना, मैं आपको ऐसे माइक दे दूँगी,
ओके,
ठीक है?
ओके,
ठीक है. तो बीना दीदी, एक तो मुझे बताओ कि आपके गांव में जब जैसे पीरियड्स होते हैं, तो आप कह रहे थे कि मतलब बिल्कुल कुछ अलग ही कुछ करने को बोलते हैं, एकदम महान काम कुछ करने को बोलते हैं, तो क्या करते हैं, मतलब क्या रूल्स है आपके गांव में औरतों के लिए?
वहाँ पे जब हम पीरियड होता है तो हम अलग बैठाते, हमें खाना अलग देते, किसी चीज़ को छूने नहीं देते, 3 दिन तक सारे बर्तन अपने पास अलग रहेंगे, बाथरूम में भी नहीं नहाने देते, अलग नहाने जाना पड़ता है.
अच्छा, तो मतलब वो लोग बाथरूम में नहाते, तो आप कहाँ नहाते?
हम खेतों में नहाते, खेतों में जाके.
तो वो मतलब खराब बात नहीं है कि आप खेत में खुले में नहा रहे हो?
अंधेरे में नहाते हैं, सुबह अंधेरे में 4 बजे.
तो वो अनसेफ नहीं लगता आपको जब आप जाते हो?
लगता है, पर क्या करें, मजबूरी है गाँव वालों की, गाँव वालों को भी देखना पड़ता है.
तो उसमें जैसे कोई क्राइम नहीं होता, जैसे आप खेत पे नहाने जा रहे हो तो
सुबह अंधेरे में जाके झटपट नहा लेते हैं?
अच्छा.
तो इसी वजह से तो घर वालों को ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम होती है बाथरूम पे नहाने के लिए.
अच्छा, क्यों? उनको क्या लगता है, मतलब बाथरूम में क्या आ जाएगा?
पता नहीं, मतलब उनको ये लगता है कि हम उन्हें थोड़ा भी छुए, उनको दूसरा दिन कोई वैसी किसी चीज़ भी दाना आ जाए, कहीं पे पिंपल आ जाए, तो वो सोचते हैं इसने हमें उस दिन छुआ था, इसको पीरियड हुआ इसीलिए आया, इस कारण.
अच्छा,
ऐसा ज़्यादा मानते वो लोग.
अच्छा,
हाँ.
तो लेकिन ये तो आपके गांव में
हो गया, या दांत दर्द हो गया, सर दर्द, सोचते कि हाँ इसने हमें उस दिन छुआ था, इसको पीरियड हुआ इसी कारण हो गया.
तो मतलब सब जो पीरियड्स
हाँ।
हो रहे हैं वो औरत की गलती है।
हाँ, ये सब मतलब ऐसा मानते हैं वो लोग।
तो ऐसा सिर्फ मर्द बोलते हैं, औरतें भी आपको बोलती हैं?
औरतें भी बोलती, कोई कोई मर्द भी होते हैं, मर्द भी बोलते हैं।
आपको क्या लगता है औरतें क्यों बोलती हैं? क्योंकि उनके साथ तो उनके खुद भी पीरियड्स होते होंगे,
पता
हुए
नहीं।
होंगे कभी ना कभी।
अपने आप को कोई वो नहीं मानते, वो अपने अपने पीरियड होने के लिए।
तो वो खुद भी मतलब अगर वो किसी को छू दें,
हाँ।
तो यही जो औरतें आपको बोल रही हैं, तो
हाँ।
जब वो किसी को छूती है और उनके साथ कुछ हो जाए तो उनको जब सेम चीज बोली जाती है तो वो क्या करती है?
वो
बताओ
कहते
उसके।
हैं हमारे उससे तो हुआ नहीं, क्या पता इस रास्ते तो कितने लोग गए होंगे पीरियड वाले, क्या पता उनसे हो गया हो आपको।
तो आपको लगता है कि जो औरतें जो औरतों को तंग करती हैं,
हाँ।
ये अपने ऊपर कुछ नहीं होने देती,
नहीं,
ये इनको भी दूसरे औरतों को ब्लेम करना अच्छा लगता है?
औरतें ये होती है कि दूसरे ने किया वो उसके ऊपर डालेंगे, उसके ऊपर डालेंगे, दूसरे के ऊपर डालती है ज़्यादा, अपने ऊपर नहीं लेंगी कभी भी।
लेकिन आपके जो पति हैं
हाँ।
वो बिल्कुल अलग है।
नहीं, वो बहुत अलग है।
तो वो क्या कहते हैं जब आपको पीरियड्स होते हैं और जैसे आपको बहस कर रहे हैं, सब आपको बोल रहे हैं?
हाँ, वो कहते हैं ऐसा कुछ मानना नहीं है, आजकल कुछ नहीं होता है ऐसे, ये तो सब आपकी सोचने की वो प्रॉब्लम है आपको, आपकी ऐसा कुछ नहीं माना जाता है, लेकिन ये आपकी दिमाग की सोच है, आप जैसा सोचोगे वैसा होएगा।
वाह, ये
ऐसा
तो
कुछ
बहुत
भी
ही अच्छी बात
नहीं
है।
ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है, वो कुछ नहीं मानते, वो मुझे सब कुछ मतलब जैसे घर वाले सामने ना हो तो साथ में मतलब पानी का गिलास भी दे देंगे, सब कुछ खाना मेरे हाथ में दे देंगे। घर वाले इतने ऊपर से डालते हैं खाना, वो सारा वही जो ही बर्तन लाएंगे उसी बर्तन को मेरे हाथ में दे देते हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं मानते वो।
अरे वाह।
हाँ, फिर
और आपके हस्बैंड बहुत अच्छे कुक भी हैं?
हाँ, बहुत अच्छे कुक है वो।
वाह बीना दीदी, तो मतलब आपको भी यही लगता है कि मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर औरतों के साथ कुछ बुरा होता है तो सिर्फ मर्द ही सारे औरत के साथ बुरा करते हैं और सारी औरतें औरतों के साथ अच्छा करती हैं, तो इसमें औरत मर्द का कुछ नहीं है? जिसको बुरा करना है वो औरत भी हो सकता है, वो मर्द भी हो सकता है।
दोनों हो सकते हैं, मर्द भी हो सकते हैं, औरत भी हो सकते हैं, दोनों कर सकते हैं।
लेकिन इन जनरल सोसाइटी में थोड़ा सा औरतों को दबाया जाता है
हाँ।
कई चीजों में।
हाँ, पर ऐसा होना नहीं चाहिए, दबाना नहीं चाहिए औरत को,
बिल्कुल, ये तो सही।
औरत सबसे आगे रखनी चाहिए।
अरे थैंक यू बीना दीदी।
वेलकम दीदी, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सो मच बीना दीदी। आप यहाँ पे बाय बाय बोल दो।
बाय।
So yeah, so that's all that I have. So I do think that equality, firstly the understanding of the terms gender equality, patriarchy and also matriarchy is super important. So and then only we can bring a balance. At the same time, bringing a balance in the patriarchal solution, we do need a little bit of imbalance. We do need to scream about the fact that women have sexual needs as well, and women can wear whatever the hell they want to wear. That women are on their periods, and periods is completely a normal thing. So that's all that I have for you today. I hope that this made a little bit of sense and I was able to answer the question. Yeah, and I will see you again next time. Bye bye. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment, and life goes on. Bye bye. Take care.